So I was actually making this skin because I need a test skin for when I'm making videos, right? I'm like, I could low-key show people how to do the things I'm about to do right now real quick. So if you don't want to know all this and like you already know how to do this part, then I'll put a timestamp on the screen somewhere where you could just skip to all the skin details. But someone requested that I made a skin detail tutorial. They wanted to know how I put this stuff on. That's what we're gonna do today. I also want to show you guys real quick while I'm doing this test skin, how to make your skin match as much as possible. Even though this one, as you can see right here, it matches pretty good, but I really just want to show y'all how to do that because, oh my gosh, it saves the day. So I'm just gonna do all this real quick. It's gonna take, for y'all, 30 seconds, me a couple minutes. Now it's teaching time. So if you have not watched my other tutorials, you probably should watch them. Only because I'm not gonna explain like all this because if you don't know how to do it, I have another video explaining that. So this one's actually a good match. So it's gonna be kind of hard to explain on this one how to do it, but you can still like get the point since we're doing a little in-depth video. First thing I'm gonna do it before I do anything else. So you see how it like basically matches over here, but we're gonna try to get the whole thing to match real quick. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to image, then you're gonna go to adjustments, brightness and contrast. I like to bring it up a little bit, the brightness and the contrast is down a little bit. Then you wanna go to vibrance. And you're just gonna mess with it. Like literally just do all this. The saturation do not need to be touched. And you might have to go back to like other ones and stuff. I like to go to the lightness on hue. I honestly think this matches the most. So if you ever get somebody, because I did have somebody just do this recently. If you do have somebody that wants a specific skin color, just let them know. There's only 6 skin tones, so you can only do so much, okay? But this is what I'm about to do. Look, okay, so you see how this is kind of like, I'm gonna show you on the girl, okay? See how that look crazy. Now watch this. You're gonna grab your paint tool, soft round brush. Opacity could stay at 19 low key. And then you're gonna take your little eyedropper and click on the actual skin tone that we're using. You're gonna go back up to head diff, the top layer. And you're just gonna blend. Actually, let's do like 35. There we go. Blend all that. Blend it until you get rid of anything that is not the color of the skin. Look at that. Boom. Love that for me. Okay, so the next thing, I noticed that I like to say boom a lot in my videos too, like, ugh. Anyways, so we're gonna scroll in, okay? Use control. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to eraser. You're gonna put this down to like 20. Opacity all the way up, flow all the way up. Make sure you are on this top layer. And this just gets rid of, I don't even know what it's called. It's like so you know how you add this layer and then you only like brush it only like 60 something percent the opacity. So this makes it stand all the way out. It's gonna look like how it normally did. So when you load it into a city, your lips ain't looking like a mustache. That be blowing me. The nose is kind of tricky, but I'm gonna try to show y'all because sometimes you really got to be tedious with it. So you're gonna go to your paintbrush. You're gonna go all the way down to 7, put opacity all the way back up, grab the color tool, and then just grab the darkest color. And then you're just gonna color all this in as much as you can. And I do have another trick that I'm gonna show y'all. I should probably go up just a little bit more on this side. It don't gotta be like perfect, but you know. So this is what I like to do. You have 2 options for this. So I'm gonna actually show you the first option first because sometimes it doesn't work. So you're gonna, I'm like doing stuff and talking and not saying what I'm doing. You're gonna right click this, go to spot healing brush tool, and then just drag it over. Oh, nope. You're gonna go on the actual layer of the skin and then you're just gonna drag it. And that worked, honestly, that worked. Sometimes it doesn't work though. So I'm gonna show you if it doesn't work, I'll show you on this side what I do. So I'll get the brush tool, get the eyedropper, click on the nose. This is a good size. Bring the opacity down to like 60 and just paint it. And you won't even be able to tell the difference. Look. 8 down. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and then this little nose part. So let's make sure. Yeah, it looks crazy. So what I like to do here, same thing. Spot healing brush. Now, if that looks crazy, it doesn't look crazy. But if it does look crazy, I would just do the paint tool again. And then I also like to grab the blur tool and blur out just a little bit so it doesn't look like I just painted something on there. And then if it's ever like, especially with pre-mades, like if it's ever like too noticeable and you can't get rid of it, if you don't just throw some freckles on there and call it a day. Like, it's so simple. Okay, so this is my test face. So what I'm about to do real quick is save this. And then we're gonna open up our default texture. We already have it open, girl. So this is our skin. This is what we finna work with today. This person wanted to know dimples specifically, but I'm just gonna go through everything because, oh, why not? I have a pack on my Discord, .gg/BRAT.ZIP. Okay, I have a pack that you could buy. Everything that I'm about to show y'all today is my packs, okay? And if you don't think I'm sanctioned, check my reviews. Oh my gosh, I've been so appreciative of all the people that have just been so nice and like recognize things that I'm trying to do. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, so we're gonna do the dimples first because you wanna know the dimples. So it comes with 9 different dimples depending on how you want your dimples and their skin colors, which one you're gonna use. Make sure you're on the top layer. You're just gonna drag and drop. You see them? So what I like to do is size them down just a little bit and press enter. Now, personally, I don't use dimples unless people ask because I personally am just not much of a fan. I don't know. I feel like the dimples, like, and I just see them in city and I don't really like them. But yeah, there you go. Pull them over, size them down, put them wherever you want. You want them on the cheeks. Control T. You want them closer. Okay. The next thing we're gonna do is eyes. Eyes are super simple. Oh my gosh, super simple. I have an eye pack. It's only $5 and it comes with 390, by the way. But for most of these, you'll just drag and drop right onto this default texture. But if you have one that is like, okay, like this one, for example, how it has a black background. So you're just gonna drag it onto the top, take off the background. So you could press remove background, but it might mess up. So I'm gonna show you what happens if it does mess up. You're gonna grab quick selection tool. So as you see, it's just grabbing everything on the outside. And it did the whole thing, got it. So then oh, sorry. So then if that does happen, then you're just gonna go up here to the minus, then start going over all the stuff that you don't want on there. And then you're gonna go up here and press cut. That's it. And then you'll take this and you'll just drag it onto your default texture. Control T. It's a transform tool and then just size it to the eyeball. All right, edges. I also have an edges pack. I have all these packs, okay? Everything's mine. I don't know why I'm gonna like say it after everyone. All you gotta do is drag and drop, baby. It just really depends. These are my favorites, so I use these all the time. Most likely the only ones I use, but we have other options, okay? We have other options. All right, so I go to image, adjustments, and then color balance. And you can change it to whatever color you want. Play around with it. I'm gonna do this color. It's like my hair color in city. So that's it for the edges. Freckles. So you could either do pre-made freckles or you can get the brush that I have that's free, by the way, on my Discord. You can get the brushes. So I'm gonna show you guys both ways. So if you have pre-made freckles, which you could really just like look up any pre-made freckles, all you would do is go to your default texture and then drag it on there. Move it to wherever you want and press enter. It's that easy. Now, if you want to play with it and make sure and you want to move it around a little bit, you're just going to control T, press this little button up top. I'm going to move this out a little bit and you're going to just drag. I would probably put it up a little bit higher. Now, if you don't like how bold they are, all you're going to do is go to opacity over here and bring it down a little bit. There you go. And then we're going to show you the other freckles. So you're going to go to your paintbrush. Now where you select all your other brushes, you're just going to go down to freckles and then pick which ones you want. So these all do different things. Play around with it. See what you want to do. If you want to get different freckles every time you click, just do freckles. I like to keep it in this range, the 150 to 200 range. Make sure opacity and flow is all the way up. And what I like to do is go to this little eyedropper and do the eyebrows and maybe just a tad bit darker. Like I said before, always make a new layer before you do some, because if you fuck up, all you gotta do is just delete the layer. And then we're just gonna click wherever you want. There you go. I know it looks crazy right now. Change the opacity down, and then there you go. Say you want to do vitiligo. Okay, we got some vitiligo right here. I have these. You'll get all these, by the way, but I have these. What I like to do is just drag and drop. So I'll drag this one, drop it into a new layer, remove background, and then make sure you're on this tool, and then just drag it onto here. Control T, make it look whatever direction, and then you're gonna go to soft lights, if I can actually click on it correctly. This is what I like to do for vitiligo. There's so many different ways you could do vitiligo. I have brushes that like kind of give vitiligo, but very tedious. So I like to get powder brushes. If you guys want me to put that in my cord, which I probably will, they're free, by the way. You don't have to pay for them. I just get a free powder brush, bring it down to whatever, and then just start tapping places. This one is so like, oh my gosh, I forgot to do a new layer. This one you kind of like really gotta pay attention to. So this kind of gives like a birthmark. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then this could give vitiligo. Like you really just gotta play around and just scroll through to see which one you prefer. I really like that one though. Where'd it go? This one? Oh my gosh, soft light. Oh, that little, yes, that eats. Okay. And that's really it for vitiligo. Those are the two options that I do. The next thing that we're going to do is blush. I love me some blush. So I have all these blushes right here. You just pick one. We're going to do it on the 3D layer, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this. All you're going to do is just grab your blush, put it on this screen, and then go to multiply, and then just drag it down to your liking, fit however you want. Enter. Make sure you have a new layer, rasterize it, and then you're going to merge down. Then you're going to go here, multiply. And then if you have a little extra on the eye or something, just going to delete that. There you go, blush. And then if you don't like how it looks, you can always edit it right here. Like if you want it lighter, just edit it there. Eyeliners, love a good eyeliner. And this is a good skin because her lashes ain't too crazy. Here we go. We're just going to do the same thing that I said before. I'll do 2 different liners on each eye so you can see the difference. Drag it on here, multiply. Then you're just going to shape it to the eye. So this, for me, I like to use shift and control a lot. That's actually perfect right there. Enter. And then we'll do this one because she's cute. Multiply it. I'm actually going to flip it. Control T. Bring it down. You're just going to have this fit the eye. Now, if you can't get it to fit the eye like you want, you could always click this little tool at the top. Drag it around and stuff. There you go. All right, and then make sure you're on a new layer. I'm going to shift, hold down these two, rasterize them, merge them together, merge down. Go here, change this back to multiply, delete all the extra stuff. Lashes, same thing I just showed you. I'm going to do 2 different lashes. So we got this one, and like I said, Control C. We'll do a more bold eye. This might look crazy because I feel like it's not going to fit her eye, but I'm just trying to show y'all some stuff, okay? And there you go. Same thing. Nope, gotta make a new layer. Don't forget the new layer. Y'all be forgetting and then gotta back up and do all this extra shit. Merge layers, merge down, normal, multiply, delete all that. Boom. I feel like she's finna start looking crazy, but listen, I'm just trying to show y'all some stuff. Piercings, depending on what you want to do. Say you want to do a cute little, let's make a new layer. Say you want to do a septum. So I'm gonna control and then plus button, just drag it onto here. Remove background. And then what I said earlier goes with literally anything. If you were to delete the background and it deleted some of the piercing itself, then you would just do what I told you to do earlier with the eraser. Size it to the nose, and then we're gonna grab our erase. Actually, let me press it. Grab the eraser, put it down to like 7, and just erase everything that obviously shouldn't be on top of her nose. Merge down, and we're good because it's already done, so we're good on that. Okay, so scars, depending on what scar you use. So I have all these scars, okay? So I have these little heart ones. They're so cute. I'm just gonna multiply them and then just place them wherever you want. Make sure you have an extra layer. So you can rename your layers. All you gotta do is double click on it, and then we're gonna rasterize, merge down. So I do want to mention something. I just had to redo all of this, and if that ever happens, like say it wasn't, so it was on here, right? But I don't know what I'm trying to say. It was on here, and then when I was merging down, it wasn't popping up on here. All I do is exit out and come back in. So we're gonna merge that down, multiply, and then same with literally any other scar, multiply. We could just put this on the same layer, merge down, already on multiply, so we're good. You can do it on the default texture as well if you want to. So I'm gonna delete that real quick. So all you would do is just drag it onto here and then multiply again, and then just put it wherever you want. and then low key just keep going back and forth to see if you like it or not. Now we have skin details. So say you want to do like a highlighted nose. You're going to drag it onto here, and then you're going to go to, I think it's color dodge. Yeah, color dodge down to whatever you want. I'm holding shift as I go up. Bam, bam, boom. I'm tired of saying boom. Oh my gosh. And then I personally don't really care to use these unless somebody really wants me to, but it's just because it looks so bold. Make sure you have an extra layer. Merge down. And then what did I do? Color dodge. And then you'll just delete all of the extra stuff. So all them extra little lights. Then boom, there you go. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of saying. All right, so we're gonna do a lip gloss now. Same thing, color dodge. Bring it down. I'm holding shift. Now I'm holding control. There we go. Rasterize it. I'm going to keep it on the same layer. There we go. And all you got to do is come here and just delete all that. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it, y'all. I guess we could do like a couple tattoos too, just in case. I just learned this. I'm not going to lie. I'm learning right with y'all. So say you want to put a tattoo on the side of your neck, but trying to size it here, like sometimes I'm going to just show you what it'll do. We'll do this. Something with words. We're going to do multiply, right? Bring it down, turn it, whatever. Now watch how it looks. It looks all crazy, right? So what you do, what you do with this, we're going to delete that actually because I'm about to show you something better. So what you're going to do is you're going to go on the 3D model, wherever you want to place it, right? Drag tattoo on, multiply. All right, and then you're going to Control T, place it right there, press enter. And then we're going to make another layer because I love to forget. Rasterize it, merge down, come here, multiply. See how crazy it looks? But right here, it's gonna look normal. Oh, that E's so bad. And then it's just the same thing for the whole the whole neck around. Personally, if I'm doing like a tattoo in the front, like a full tattoo, let me see if I can find one real quick. I don't necessarily like to do it right here because it looks a little funky. Say I want to do this, multiply. I'm gonna take it to one end, drag it all the way to the other end, especially if you want it to be a full neck tattoo. And then I'm going to Control T, click this little button up here, go to arc lower, drag it up. I'm using shift as far as you can. So what I could do now is I can Control T, push this button down, and then just drag it to where I need it to go. This part, I would legit just drag it all the way to the end. I'm not playing. Just drag it all the way. And then there you go. Now, personally, I would delete that. This little part right here. But that's up to you. But now we got a full neck tattoo. And honestly, I think that's it, guys. I think that is all that I have for today. If you want to make your own skins, your own tattoos, learn how to do all that, join my Discord at .gg/BRAT.ZIP. If you need any help with anything, join my Discord. If you want to buy some packs to start making your own skins, join my Discord, or tattoos as well. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this and supporting me. And I'll see you guys next time. If you have any other suggestions, put it in the comments or come into my Discord and put it in suggestions. All right, y'all.